This damn good soundtrack.
The Red Dead?
Red Dead. Yeah. Wonder if there's a longer one than this hour one. Red Dead Full, then plus unreleased. Hello, some random hobo. How are you? Okay, let me check all my cameras. Camera check. It's that damn A camera that has that.
Is it? Yeah,
noise.
that's right. I think
So weird that we never figure. I'll figure that out another time. Hello, Flippy. I'm doing okay, man.
Flippy.
I'm doing okay. Boar Mittens, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Done my crying. He is the bestest boy. The bestest. Card game. First impressions. Sponsor. Okay, PC screen. Okay. Thank you, Venom. I forgot to change that. No origin. Star Forge, CC, enjoyed that. Rascaller is so good. Hey guys, welcome to Sunday Skirmish. Me and Jay are back. Time to spend a little time with my bro, Jay, and play one of the final Wild West games. We went on a Wild West adventure.
Yeah, we did.
It was a three-part adventure playing every single Wild West game system we could. And it turned out that the best game system was
It was
Gunfighter's Ball.
Yeah, Knuckle Duster.
Knuckle Duster, Gunfighter's Ball, which was awesome. Now, we kept this game out of it. This one's called Wild West Exodus. The reason why we kept it out is because it's a bigger skirmish-style game. It's more like a 40K, I guess.
Yeah, and it's more science fiction-y, Wild West type, aesthetic.
Yeah, I really like it. It's got like these crazy models, like this freaking venom snake here, which we're going to throw into the game randomly and maybe turn 3 just for some chaos. This thing is going to pop up from the ground. So stay tuned for that. We smartly ran a few turns off camera just so that we can give you a little bit better experience today. But here's the setup. So I'm playing the Lawmen. Actually, it's a combination of Lawmen, Outlaws, and Enlightened. You're normally not supposed to do this. You're just supposed to go with one faction. And actually, some of the heroes can go between factions.
Yeah. Like this guy, he can be in Lawmen, Union, and
Outlaws.
Outlaws.
Apache Kid here could go between, Lawmen and... I'm trying to get it to focus.
Buckus. There we go.
Pretty good. The miniatures are cool. They are 32 mil, so they're kind of out of scale with our terrain, which kind of sucks. I wish that, it's cool to see bigger models for more detail, but then you're out of scale with pretty much the majority of terrain, right?
Yeah.
That's the only shitty part. So off camera, we already did what mission we're playing. We're doing the mission Send a Message. which basically is Jay has to get to this point here or this point here, and I have to get to that point there or that point there. It's basically right at our opponent's deployment zone,
Right.
and touch it, and that'll start giving us points. However, there are other ways to get points in this game via the adventure deck. So if you're completing certain hidden assignments on the adventure deck, then you can earn points like that. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get stuck in, because we know, and I've got the Red Dead Redemption soundtrack going. Gosh, I love it. It's such a good soundtrack. So I went first, and the way this game works is you have a little action deck. And this kind of sucks because if you don't have an action deck, you have to print one out like Jade had to.
I got to get a one.
He got a ghetto one where he has to cut all the cards because you can get these online. But okay, so here's how it works. You draw a card, and you see I have 3 action points to spend on any of my units that I select this turn. So let me select these these robots. I'm going to select these law robots, and they have 3 action points. So with the action point, I am going to move, and then for 1 more action point, I will focus, which gives them 2 extra to whatever action they're doing. So let's see how fast the law bots move. Do you remember, Jim?
4.
4. So they'll go 6, and then 1 extra action point to sprint. And that is a dice. 4, so 2 more inches. All right. Moving forward. That is my action. What is your action, Jay?
I got 3 action points as well.
Let's go.
I believe I'm going to do the same thing with these guys over here. So, but they will move. Oh, 4 more.
4 plus 2, that's 6. Plus what their
Plus
normal
2 more.
movement.
Yeah,
What's their normal movement? 4?
4.
Plus 4 plus 2. You rolled
10.
a 4.
Yeah, so they're moving 10.
So this game has this interesting thing where you focus an action, it'll give you plus 2 to something.
Yeah.
Okay, give him a token. I'm gonna draw a card. I've got 3 action points. I will move my deputized gunslingers the same. I'm going to run. I'm gonna focus it. But I'm gonna do a focused sprint. Yeah. So a focused sprint to their normal move and a 9. So 5 inches plus their 4 movement. That's 9 plus 2 is 11. Wow. These guys are hauling ass. Go, go.
guys. We'll move up the Union Bell. Right. She moves a whopping 4. So, all right, again, another focus sprint. So 7 is what, 3? No,
Moving
4.
him on my turf. You better get on out of here, partner.
So
We're about to clash here in the
total
center.
of 10.
10 inches. I'm not bringing enough soldiers in the middle. I need to back them up.
All right.
3 action points. I'm going to bring my sharpshooters. Let's see if these sharpshooters can actually get a shot off, right? So, sharpshooters can shoot up to, 20 inches.
Well, that's pretty good.
I might be able to hit them now. No.
No.
So, 3 action points, though I can get into kind of position here.
Yeah.
Sharpshooters move,
you can move
4.
You can move, focus, and then shoot.
Move for 4. Then you can focus the shot or focus your next thing. And then let's see, 20 inches. Yeah, that's enough. Now, it will be -1 for the range,
Right.
and -1 for the cover.
Right.
Because it's, let's say, size 1, right?
Right.
So 2 -1s, that cancels out my focus. So it's just the flat base rate.
Yeah.
So sharpshooters hit on 4s. So I need 6s on the dice. Let's see, what kind of rate of fire is on a sniper rifle? Just a 1.
Hopefully it's just 1.
Yeah, and so that's only 3 snipers.
Yep.
And then,
Oh, you forgot to pass out the cards. Pass out the cards real quick.
shit. Okay, so in this game, there are these things called adventure cards. So I'm going to give 3. If your game is 100 points or under, 99 points or under, then you get 3. Technically, we should get 4, but since we're new, we're going to do this. So you can use them for glory, which is going to give you extra victory points, or you can use it for guts, which can give you, various things, like an additional triggered activation. I don't know what that is. Or I can gain +1 to the limit of things that I can do. But I'm going to read these cards privately. Okay. I know what I want to do with these. I'm going to use that for that. Okay. So, firing the sniper rifle. I need 6s. I got 2 6s. So 2 hits.
Okay.
It is a -1 to piercing.
Okay. See these guys.
I don't know if they have anything special.
What is it? The guts, right? That's
Yeah.
what we need. No, they.
You need guts.
Yeah. So I need 7s to save.
1
2
failure
fails.
and 2
fails.
failures. Oh, that's two guys dead. Nice.
Guts. Oh wait, the one saves. 6s. So my guts is 6 +4
Why is it +4?
because that's what I rolled.
Oh, yeah.
That's a 10. But you're minus what?
-1.
-1, so that'd be a 9. So yes, 2 fails.
2 failures. So those snipers really hurt. Pop, 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 pop.
Good shooting tape.
All right. That helps.
Yep.
Initially thin out the ranks. Now, don't forget about your fortune. Let's not forget about fortune. So how many fortune does your Nikolai Tesla have? Let's
Oh, he has
show that on.
three fortune.
So do you want to re-roll 2 of those?
I guess I could, huh?
Use 2 fortune from Nikolai Tesla.
Then I passed.
Saved.
Yeah, I passed
No
both.
damage, no hits. But Nikolai Tesla now only has 1 fortune
One
left.
fortune, yeah.
And what is that? Well, the boss on the board, just so you know, that guy right there is Jay's boss. And then my boss is Fernando Espinosa. I got this Mexican dude over here. Cloud9 Yang, thank you very much. This sombrero wearing dude. This is my boss. Let's see how much fortune he has. Now, bosses can share their fortune with anybody on the board.
Yeah.
And you said your guy has
3.
3. My guy has...
Remember, it's in the middle of the cylinder.
Middle of the cylinder. Where, my guy has 3. Okay. And then Doc Holliday has 1, but since he's a face, it only works for him. And what about my other character? I have Apache Kid. It only works for him. He has a 1. Hot Springs, Uneven, Dangerous. Shallow Stream, Uneven. So what Uneven is it halves the distance traveled for move actions across.
Okay. Yeah, these, I said in here, that's what I was going off of.
Yeah.
But these are out of date. They got to be out of date.
Yeah. Okay, zero go.
Yeah, terrain. Uneven, every, 2 for 1. Dangerous, counts focus, gain hazard condition. Okay, anyway. Next card. 2 points. Oh, that's wonderful. We'll move and focus, so that'll be 8 inches on the bikes.
Okay, I'm going to do, I got 3 action points. Getting a lot of threes. Getting a lot of threes. Let's sprint with these supports here on the side. Sprinting only 1 inch. So 4 plus 1 plus 2. 4 plus 1 plus 2 is 5, 6, 7. 7 inches. Boom. Boom. Done.
I'm done. Continue.
Okay, the rest is on me. All right, well, let's move up. Damn, only 2 action points this time, so that sucks. Let's sprint. He only moves 4, so 5, 6. He does have fortune. He's got 3 fortune, so he can do the push it thing. Can I get some fortune tracking stuff?
I don't know what. I got some numbers. You want some numbers?
Oh, I'll just put a dice next to him.
Yeah. I got 1, 2, 3. How about that?
No, I'm good. He's going to push it. A unit may spend a point of fortune as an action point and may do so multiple times. The first action point gained in this fashion for this unit costs 1 point. The second costs 2 points. So if he has 3, he can actually do, 2 more actions. So, that's the sprint.
That's 2 action points.
No, sprint isn't 2 action points. It's just the run.
It's 2 action points.
Plus 1 to focus?
Yep.
Okay, so 2 action points. I'm not gonna.
So you could do.
I'm not gonna focus.
So you move and then sprint. Then sprint. That's 2 action points.
Move and sprint 2 action points.
Yep.
Okay.
If you add focus, it's 3 action points.
Well, I mean, he replenishes his focus here, so I'm just going to use 1 of his fortune as 1 action point to do the focus, so he has 2 action points left. This is weird. Okay, and then let's go 3.
2 focus left. That's what
He's got two fortune left.
Fortune left. That's right.
Okay, 3. We'll sprint with this guy. 5, 6. So that's 3 inches plus 4 plus 2, 7,
11.
And then my last is these bikes over here. Fuck, just 2. You know what? I'll spend 1 fortune from Espinoza to give them another action point, so they have 3 total, which will allow them to sprint. 10, 5 more inches. So 5 plus, these guys move fast. So we're at 7 right now because it's focused. 7 plus whatever their movement is. Their movement is 7. 14 inches I can go up. Oh my God. Let's go behind this building here. Just gonna kind of hide them. Okay. Meow. That's it. That's it. So, at this point, everybody refreshes. Refreshes and refreshes their fortune. That was turn 1 of 5. We move into turn 2.
All right. Now we
flip
the card and check the number in the corner, right?
Yeah, but before we do that, let me do a little bit of a turn summary with this camera. Okay, so at the end of turn 1, it looks like we've moved to the middle of the board. I've got some gunslingers, some robot law bots, and my 2 characters coming up to support. We're trying to tell the army that they have no right to be here. And Tesla himself is right there leading the charge, saying we're taking over this town and its oil and its resources, and there's nothing you can do about it. Meanwhile, Jay has flanked his 2 vehicles on that side. I've hidden 2 vehicles on this side, ready to meet him. Doc Holliday is in the water with his doggy, and Apache Kid is over here sneaking up the side. So let's see what happens in turn 2. So, turn 2. We draw a card, and we compare the initiatives in the thing. I got a 18.
I got a number 3.
So I win initiative. Hey, Pulley! Do you know about Kong Legacies of Monsters Season 2? I do. I've been waiting for it to complete. Has it completed yet? And can you tell me how it's been so far? I do have an Apple Plus subscription. But, you know, to be perfectly honest, I got bored with the first season. And then I kind of got bored with the first 2 episodes of Season 2. So I was just like, I'm going to wait.
Yeah.
Maybe there's some... Because I only care about the monsters.
Right, right.
I don't care about the little families doing their stupid shit.
That's the problem with a lot
It is
of
Kurt Russell. I like his parts.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But the other families, I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, especially the big draw is Kong and the monsters, right?
Right.
You know, so you want to watch them,
Yeah.
not other people.
Exactly.
That's the problem I had with the last one.
Yeah, so...
Last movie, anyway.
So this is good because I have the initiative. I actually expected Jade to get the initiative from me. So I could take advantage of this somehow.
Mm-hmm.
I get to shoot something first. So I can either get my vehicles to shoot his vehicles first, might be a good idea. Or we're going to need all this gunfire in the middle of the field. Or those snipers did pretty good last time.
Well, pull a card and see how many points you have first.
True. Okay,
Then you
pull a
decide.
card first.
Yeah.
Ah,
There you go.
it screwed me. I only have 2 action
So you
points.
get you. The best thing to do is use those guys because
Yeah,
they
the
can
snipers
just
can just
stay
fire.
there,
Right.
aim and fire.
You're right.
Yeah, because you do anything else with anybody else, you got to
Yeah.
move then.
All right, so we're aiming, we're focusing and firing. Focusing will give us a +2 to our firing. We're doing the same thing that we did before to Jay. The +2, -2 for the cover and the distance. So flat rate. And it was a, what, like a 6 or above, something like that?
I think it was a 6, yeah. Yeah, because it's +2.
Sharpshooters, 4s, yeah. So 6s. So 3 shots, sharpshooting again, shooting at the same robots. Let me see 6s.
Ooh,
Hey,
nice.
got that one, and did not get that one. Do I want to spend any fortune? I think no, we should probably save it for some other things. So 2 shots, you got to save against 2.
Yeah, my grit is 6.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for 4s.
Okay, 4s.
Yeah.
1 critical success and 1
Yeah.
4. Oh, but remember, I
Yeah.
have a pierce.
Yeah, I have a pierce,
So
yep.
that pierce, that 4 goes down to a 3. One
Correct.
guy is dead, unless you want to spend a fortune.
A fortune. What? You know what?
Per Luna, thank you for rating us.
Oh,
Thank you,
Per
girl. Hope you are doing well.
Let's spend 1 fortune from.
All right, 1 fortune to
Nick.
re-roll.
Yeah.
From Tesla.
And
Powering
that was
him up.
even worse.
And it's even worse. One of these guys,
Bow, bow.
pa-chow, knocked out.
All right.
All right,
Good
those
job.
are my sharpshooter snipers. It's on you.
All right.
Finally recovering from a really bad flu or whatever it was, but I'm doing great. And you? Other than, mittens, losing mittens, I'm doing as best as I can. I'm just playing games because that's what helps me.
All right,
Whenever
so
I'm depressed.
I have 4 action points this turn. Oh, this might
nice.
be pretty good. Let's try this. We're gonna go with these guys over here.
Yeah.
They have a range of 15. All right, so their regular move is 6. That's all right. Wait. But their limit is 2. So that means I can only do 2 things, right?
Yeah. Now, if there's here's a card, unit gain +1 limit. So if you use this guts card, you'd say, well, now my unit can do more than just 2 things.
Yeah. Or I can give. Can I focus my limit?
You know, I think we've been doing our troops wrong then,
Yeah.
because they wouldn't be able to focus sprint. Look at.
No, not
They
if
could
they only.
sprint.
If they.
No, they could do 2 actions.
Right.
And we didn't do more than 2 actions. Or combining. Because remember, a focus is just adding on to a single action.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So they get focus, which would be, let me see, 8. They would move 8.
Pawn crackers, you remember, huh? Yes, sir. Mr. Mittens. Mr. Mustache Mittens would hang out with us on the table.
That would get me there. All right, so we're gonna focus move, right, for 1 action point, right?
You're gonna move for how many inches?
8 inches.
Okay, see if that's 8 inches.
Yeah, that's 8 inches.
Okay, and then you're gonna focus and fire? Or what are you gonna do?
No.
Focus move.
Right.
Plus 2 inches to that.
Yep.
So 6 goes to 8.
Right.
Okay.
And now I'm gonna fire.
Now you're gonna fire. Okay.
And I'm at a -1 because I'm over 10.
Yeah. And I think because they're size 2, we'll say they ignore that size 1 terrain in their way.
Okay.
So you're good.
So linked, special, and refined are my keywords here.
How many rate of fire? Rate of attack?
4.
4 each, so you're
Yeah.
rolling 8 dice, and then you say you have linked. Linked is combat actions using this weapon may re-roll failed aim. So you got re-rolls.
Okay.
And then what was the other one?
Special.
Linked. This weapon may only be used by the model once per its activation.
Okay. So I can't fire twice.
Can't fire twice.
And then refined.
Actions made by this weapon with this quality score a critical success on 9s or 10s.
Oh, okay.
So you'll get that symbol on a 9 or a 10.
That's a shock value. So. All right. So my my fire is 3.
3.
No, that's fight.
No. Your rate of attacks is what? ROA and the
It's 4s.
So you're
What's-
rolling 8 dice, and then you need aim. 'cause
Aim
you're
is
firing.
5. Okay. 5.
5, so you need 5s.
Yeah. All right. Dang. There's
Oh man,
bunch of
that's a
criticals.
lot of damage. Uh-oh.
So that.
You only missed with 1.
Yeah. And the
So
critical.
how many is this?
So
Yeah, did the criticals fire off anything?
yeah, they fire. Oops. The criticals fire off shock.
Shock. Shock. Weapons with this quality inflict the disordered and stunned on the initial target. If the unit already has disordered and give me a disordered and a stun.
Okay, so stun and disorder.
Ordered is the red one. One is one. That's real bad. So these guys are fucked. They're probably not even going to survive. We're going to see how many hits.
So 7.
Bro, what?
-1.
Piercing 1?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. These
What's
guys
your gut?
save on... they are just a support team. They save... Guts is 4, so they save on 6s.
Oh!
Wow, Jay. Wow. Unfortunately, I lost 2 guys, and 2 guys are the only people I have.
Use your...
I think I do want to use a fortune.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use 2 fortune from Espinoza, because he has 3 fortune here.
Yeah. To reroll those 2.
To reroll those, he goes down to 1 fortune.
That is so crazy.
Yeah, that was a really good roll. Yeah. Here we go. Maybe we can shrug them all. Let's get some good rolls here.
No.
Ah, I tried my best. They died anyway. And you can't reroll a reroll, the rules say. They died. Now, do any of your guts card say that if you kill a support, they're just a support?
Specialist.
No, they're not specialists.
I do get one for causing a stun in a shoot action. 1 victory point. One victory point for me.
Yeah. I don't know. Keep track of it with a black dice or something.
I'll just keep the card over here.
Right. Okay. Yep. Good job. Give them a token so we know they're gone.
Yep, they're done.
Okay. My turn. I've got 3 action points.
Nice.
And I should return fire over there.
Those guys are close enough. You can come around, aim and shoot. So you can move, aim, shoot. But shoot. Is there limit? How much is their limit? Is their limit 2 or 3?
Their limit is 2.
So you can come around and shoot.
But focus is not an action. So you can
aiming is an action.
It's not aiming. It's focusing. Focus. A unit can spend a point of fortune. Oh, that's spending fortune. Focusing an action costs 1 action point in addition to. Remember that the limit of a unit is the number of actions each model in the unit can make each round, not the number of action points that they can spend. So it's just actions. Yeah, so focusing is just costs 1 action point. That's
so
gross. Yeah. I don't like that interaction because you have to remember it in your head.
Yeah. I don't like that at all.
Yeah, the action point.
So you can't come around, aim, and then shoot.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
So for 3 action points total, what's its normal movement again? 7.
7. You want to be within 10 at least.
Yeah, but we're gonna go. I guess I don't know if there's a close range bonus.
No, it's just that 10 inches, that long range.
Well, we don't know for sure.
Okay.
We'll look it up. There's the focused, which is +2. Obscured, long range, size, target engaged in combat, higher ground. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so it's just a +2 to their aim. Their aim is 3, so their aim goes to 5, and so I need 5s. And they hit on, they got 4 dice each. 4 dice each hitting on 5s.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Okay. Get rid of these 4s.
You got a 110, huh? Does that do anything?
Yeah, so I've got 5 hits, and these guys have a special bulky. They can never be hunkered. Durable. Fail-safe detonator. Special action. Well, I don't have any actions left. Lobotomize. This unit may reroll fail morale checks. Surefoot. This unit ignores penalty for uneven ground and may reroll quality checks. Nope. Oh, hold on. Their weapons. You were wondering their weapons. Brutal. Gatling guns are brutal. It's a -1 to your roll here.
Yeah. But what's brutal though?
Brutal is once per combat action after resolving 1 or more successful wounds on a target with this weapon, the target receives a further single wound on the same unit, regardless of the weapon's rate of attack. Wow.
So basically, it gets
I'm going to get 2 wounds, which would kill both guys.
On that one.
On a 1 wound, yeah.
No. So like when you score a hit, you get another hit, and I have to save it. So I have to save 6 times instead of 5 times.
No, you don't get to save against that next hit. Once per combat action, after resolving 1 or more successful wounds on a target with this weapon, the target receives a further single wound on the same unit, regardless of the weapon's rate of attack. So after you resolve your roll to see if you will get wounded or not, you're going to get an additional wound if you get hit.
If I take
Basically, if you take a wound, you're taking 2 wounds.
Okay.
And so if it's a unit of 4 guys and you get hit once, you're going to lose 2 guys.
Yep. So I got to save all of these.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm looking for 4s. Well, there's a 1, a 3, and a 3.
They are goners. But do you have any Tesla points or whatever you want to spend?
Not enough.
Not enough to try to save those.
That doesn't matter, yeah. So it doesn't matter.
Okay. It's on you.
Cool. How many action points I got? I got a whopping 2.
You can spend fortune to push it, to give more action points.
No, I'm good. Let's go with him. Try to get him into this fight. So we'll just go 6 inches. So that's a move and a focus. All right, here you go.
All right, let's draw our card. 3 action points. Let's try our best with these guys to thin out some of your numbers over there. Gunslingers, how far can they shoot? They can shoot 10 inches. So they can't reach them right now. But they can move forward and then fire. Move forward, then focus, then fire. So they can move 4 inches forward. And then are they within 10?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have to take the penalty. Alright, we're moving these gunslingers forward, boys. The lawmen are taking the law into their hands and saying, get on out of here. Rate of fire 2 per, so 6 dice. That is hitting on 3s plus 2 for the aim. That's now hitting on 5s minus 1 for the terrain in between. Hitting on 6s. Yeah.
There you go.
There it is.
Nice.
Nice. This is a miss. That's a miss. Needed 6s. Well, that's a miss as well. So I got a critical success,
Yep.
which does have an effect.
Uh-huh.
-1 pierce if I successfully get
Oh,
that.
nice.
So now your piercing goes down by 1, or your armor goes down by 1.
Yeah. So I'm looking.
What did
Well,
you
that's
normally
just on that
need?
1 though.
No, it gives that status. You think it's just for the 1?
Well, you rolled multiple dice, yeah. So it's just that 1 save.
Well, no, I think it's the opposite, because
so
there are some effects that are like stun, and so you're telling me a stun only goes on one of the models if you hit me with all of the, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's something that needs to be worked out in the rules. We'll go by 1.
Yeah,
We'll do it one at a time, I guess.
Okay, so
So do the 2s for those 2. Save against those 2 with your normal armor.
all right.
What
So
is your
I
normal
need
armor?
a 6. So that's a 6.
No. Why'd you only roll 1?
Because the critical was on -2, right? That's
Yep.
the one I'm doing.
Okay. What did you need?
A 6.
What's your grit?
6. Gives me a 12. -2. 10.
Why is it a -2? It's just a -1.
I thought it was you're normally a -1, and now it's a -2.
No.
Because it adds the negative.
No, it's just adding a -1.
Oh, well, it saves it.
So on that, you needed a 5.
Yeah. All right. and
But
then-
but those guys, they don't have their shield activated. You're not giving them their shield yet.
no, I'm not.
Why is it so hard to hit you?
Their grit is a 6. I
So
need
6 plus whatever you roll.
4, right,
Yeah,
right.
Jesus.
And then those 2 are fine.
Oh. So Tesla's robots with shields, he didn't even need the shields,
No.
are just pinging off. So those troops look real bad. Your turn.
All right. Here we go. 2 action points. Wonderful. What does settings?
Yeah, casual cheeseburger. I did it on my Twitter. I don't know if you're following on Twitter. But we knew it was coming for a while, so we spent a lot of time with him. Cleared multiple weekends.
All right. We'll get Union Bella in. We'll move her 4, and she'll shoot. So she'll move 4, and then she shoots. Yeah, she's good. She only range of 7. So, yeah. So hers is it's called gravitic discharge. It's range 7, pierce 1, 3 ROA. Has special and brutal. and then shock on the crits.
If it's a special action, you need to take an action to fire it. That's what a special is. Special action. Once per round.
Yeah, okay, so firing.
She's got enough?
Yeah, she has 2 actions, so she moved 1.
Move one.
Fire.
And then shooting.
Yeah.
But it's a... Oh, yeah, it's a... That's the special action. It's a shot of a special kind of weapon. Yeah. Are you giving me the -1 for this?
Yep. So I'm looking for, instead of 5s, I'm looking for 6s. And
Okay.
brutal. What's brutal again?
If you do 1 damage to me, then it's 2 damage to me. And it's some kind of fucking...
Hit you 1 time.
Elder, and they look ready for war.
That's not Eldar.
I tell you right now, I will not be playing Eldar in 11th edition.
Why? Not bad?
Well, any shooty army is going to be poo-poo.
Oh. I don't know. They got melee units.
They do, but not that many.
Okay, what'd you do?
So one hit.
1 hit, okay. So I got to save against 1. It is guts of 4. You said it's piercing 1.
Right.
So it's guts of 3. So
Need
I
a
need a 7. I got a 1.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
That would kill 2 guys.
Yep.
And it kills 2 guys because I'm not going to waste a point on these guys. Pop, pop.
That's... I mean, I do like the lethality.
Pop. Yeah, lethality's good.
So
Make a quick game.
yeah.
All
All right, here you go.
Okay, my go. Let's try to get the dog after her. 3. Can the dog read you?
Maybe.
Let's see.
Move, focus, 2 points, and a sprint. Tie her up.
Well, there was the charge, remember? Charge was moving. Six inches.
Trilogy, yes, that is my plan. Jump packs and chain swords.
The most he could go is 5, and then 2 would get him in. But I'd have to roll up a fucking 9 or a 10 on the sprint dice. So I don't think that's happening. Yeah. Let's not do it yet. Let's try something else. Let's try with my hero. Bend
over.
Bend over. Jim Peterson.
Okay.
He's gonna move 4. He's going to volcanic pistols. Range 10. Computer. Okay, so move for 1 action point. 1 action point to focus. His special is that he gets +3 to his focus rather than +2. But let's say the cover in between brings it back down to a 2.
Okay.
And then his rate of fire is 3. And it is hazardous if I score a critical. And it's -1 to the armor. Okay.
Wow, nice.
2 hits. Because his aim was 6 plus 2. His aim is 8. So this hits 2.
Oh, wow.
All 3 hit.
Cool.
God damn, he's good at shooting. Okay. 3 wounds, and one of them is a hazardous, whatever that means, because that was a critical. Until the end of their next activation, a model affected by hazard cannot make a special or free action, including reactions. So give her the yellow one, if she even survives.
Okay. So 3 at -2, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, so
No, 3 at -1.
-1? Okay, so 5s.
5s to save. You saved all of them, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Cool.
Your turn.
All right. Where are we going to go? Where are we going to go?
Damn you.
Another
She did a combat roll out of there. Killer WBM.
What?
Thank
She
you.
will become one herself.
Let's move these guys up, and they will shoot at these guys.
Shooting at who? The bots up here?
Yeah, those bots. So
-2 right off the bat for long range and terrain. Bork.
he'll give them one of the.
I am making a new model. It's like gunplay. Booty. What?
He's gonna give him one of the one of his points
Action
to focus.
Okay.
Focus the aim.
Got it.
So that'll negate
The 2.
Yeah. It's just 1 shot each from their electro carbine.
Okay.
So looking for 5s. There is a shock if I ain't get a crit. Oops. Oh, there's a crit. And a 2. So they're shocked. And it's a -1. 1 save at -1. It's probably not going to do.
One guy died. And then you said a shock?
Yeah.
Give me the shock state. I think the whole, when we were trying to determine, it's not just one guy is shocked. I think it's the unit. So whenever something is applied, it's applied to the whole unit.
Yeah.
Instead of this whole one model only out of the unit thing, because only one of your guns did the special. No, I think it just turns all of your shots
No.
into.
If you only roll 1 crit on one thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
For the negative, that means all? So if I have 10
it's
shots,
up to you.
Look at.
Yep. If you roll 10 dice,
that's a status across the unit. But
the status you're applying is a shock,
right.
So if
in your case, you're saying if you roll 10 dice, but only one of those is a crit, then all 10 of those get the extra -1.
What I'm saying is you only get the shock if you roll a crit, and you apply the shock to the unit you're firing at. So my unit has been shocked.
Right.
Doesn't matter how many models are in my unit.
Right.
It could be 1 model in my unit. It could be 10 models in my unit.
We're not arguing that at all.
Yeah, we are.
No, we're not. I agree with you on that. What I don't agree with you on is the -1 that because you roll 1 crit, that it applies to all of your shots.
What -1?
The -1 piercing. That's what we had the disagreement about. Yeah. Because when you got a crit,
no, it applies to all of the shots. Well, you usually get the -1 piercing on the weapon stat itself. So, for example, volcanic pistols have -1 piercing. All 3 shots are going to have -1 piercing.
Right. But you have something where it
gave it 1 more on a crit. And you're saying that just is for that 1 additional one that hit the crit.
Right.
Oh, I see. Yeah. That's confusing.
Yeah.
But I see it.
Okay. No, we're straight then.
Yeah.
Is it
I
your
press
go?
enter too early. I mean, it's like Gunpla, but not really. Thank you, Vorg88, for the $5 donation, my man. Okay, so these fools over here shocked these guys, which is good. These are robots, and those are robots. So you're trying to get my fake robots out of here. And it's good that you shocked them because they're gonna go next.
I don't think shock does anything to them because they're robots.
Oh, so shock, yeah, shock doesn't do anything to the robots. Well, let me double check. What's it called? Is it stunned or is it shock?
No. It's shock.
Let me check. Shock. Weapons, if the unit disordered, weapons inflict disordered and stunned conditions. Disordered and stunned. But if it's a robot, then it doesn't work?
Well, mine
What's it
says
saying?
I have Tesla Mastery. It says
So a sprint costs 2 action points, right?
yeah.
To be able to roll. So 2 action points, 8, which is 4 more inches. Now he's within range. But so sprint was 2 action points. He's got 1 action point left. I'm going to go ahead and use Felipe's or Fernando's last fortune to give him 1 more so he can focus it. So his shot is now focused, and he's firing his nickel-plated pistols. Lethal if I score a critical. And it's -1 piercing, and it's attack of 8.
So 8 shots?
No, Aim 8.
So you hitting on
Twos?
twos?
Revolver fan. Once per activation, this unit may spend an action point and receive +2 to its rate of attack.
It'd almost be better to do that instead of aim.
It's a -1 penalty to the aim.
Still.
And I cannot focus the shoot.
Yeah, still, you get more attacks. You're already at, what, 4, you said?
I'm at 3.
3? Yeah.
So it would give me 5. But, yeah, you're right. Let's, instead of focusing, we'll revolver fan.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. It's +1 to my aim. Showboating. Any model in the unit may add +1 to their aim and fight and mind if they're within 5 inches of a friendly or enemy human model.
5.
So
right
my aim is 9 now.
Yeah, so anything but ones.
Right, because ones are automatic
Yep.
failures. Split shot. Tin Man. So Doc Holliday is ridiculous.
Yeah, sounds like it.
I guess it makes sense. He's Doc Holliday. Okay, here we go. Doc Holliday. Five shots, fanning his pistol. Any twos. Again, one, and I might as well. I'm gonna use his one focus here to re-roll one. There's a
Crit.
what was it? Crit.
What was it? Lethal, right?
Lethal.
What's that?
You don't know what lethal does. Successful grit checks against this must be re-rolled.
All right, so let's do that one first.
Okay.
It wasn't successful anyway.
Okay, so she took a hit. Now she is a face character,
Yeah.
which so when you have a special character like this, you don't die right away. You receive a disordered condition. If you get hit again, then
Well, let me try to make the other save. What was the AP or the
AP
PRC?
-1.
-1. Okay, so I'm looking for 5s. So 2 more. Get
2
her.
more wounds. She's dead.
Yep.
Doc Holliday lit her up.
Guns down a woman. That's
right.
Not very nice.
Well, she killed 2 of my deputies
Well, they were
with her fucking electric gun bullshit.
those deputies are women abusers.
I see. Robot abusers.
All right. Next, I got 2 units. These 2 units left. Let's see how many action points. 2 action points, which are wonderful.
How would someone get into Warhammer 40K? Andy, you can buy a Combat Patrol box at
Yeah.
your local gaming store. You
And
know,
it-
Combat, it's about to wait. Just wait. 11th edition is going to launch here in the end of June. And so they might bring a new Combat Patrol.
Well, they've got
Or
some
you buy
already.
the starter set, and it's going to cost you about $200, $250 maybe.
Starter set. The 11th edition starter set is probably the easiest way to get it.
Yeah.
And check out your local gaming store for events that they do.
Jimmy Wood, I am. Wild West Exodus. So long since I've seen this game busted out. I know, right? That's why we wanted to do it.
What was the charge again? Oh, I just get a free fight, right?
The charge was, yeah, you get a free fight at the end of that. You have to have a fight value, which you do, and then make a free run action, and then a free strike. Or it's the run action with the free strike.
So I would have to. Basically, I'd have to move, which would be 3 points. I'd move and then charge. So that, and then I'll use his focus for that last third.
Oh, but I think on the charge you can't have moved beforehand.
Okay.
Because that's done. No, units with that have not completed a shoot action.
Yeah, that's
so yeah,
that's
you can
only
do it.
the stipulation. I thought. Yeah. Might only be able to get like 2 guys in though.
Oh, you are ganging up on motherfucking Doc Holliday, beating me up with a bunch of robots.
Bunch of sticks.
You coward.
But it's only 2 guys right now.
Okay.
Because that's the only ones. Only 2 can really reach.
All right. And what is their ROA on the
Just
melee
one each.
attack?
1 each.
Okay. Any
So stun and disordered if I get a crit.
Okay.
Looking for 5s. 1.
One hit.
Yep.
And then Doc Holliday's grit is a 4. So I need to roll what? A 6 or above?
Yeah.
And you don't have a piercing?
Nope.
So 6 or above. Fuck. 2. I am out of fortune everywhere.
Yeah.
So I have to take this. Normally he would die, but because he's a character, he goes disordered first. And then if he gets hit again, then he dies.
This one,
I'm not really
the
sure.
black one, I think it was, right?
No,
Or the red one.
it was the red one.
Yeah, the red one. Black one was stunned.
Yeah. And so because he's a character, like
I think
that's
he gets stunned too.
that's metal.
His baton.
Does he get stunned?
Yeah, because
Okay,
it's
give him
special.
that black one as well. Okay.
But if you take another wound, that's when you die, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, those guys are done. Here it goes, sir.
I go. Let's do something with Apache Kid over here.
Cool.
Oh my God, Apache Kid can get 5 action points. There's only one of these cards in the whole deck. So Apache Kid is gonna go fucking crazy. Now, what is his action limit? When you draw a 5, you're gonna need to look at your action limit. His action limit is 3. So 3 different actions. Not cost, but 3 different actions. So we're going to I think it's time to pull this out, maybe. Oh no, I see why that's on there. Fix that later. Okay, so I want to go as fast as possible. So he's going to, what's his 10 inches? No, Spirit Bow can do 20 inches. Wow.
Nice.
Okay, he's a little sniper. Let's sprint. So his normal movement is 5. Let's sprint for 5, which is 6, so that's 3 inches. So he's going 5 plus 3. He's going 8 inches.
He's got enough to focus too.
Going here, and the snake is not here yet, but it will be in turn 3. And then, so that was 2 action points. He's got 3 action points left and 2 actions left. That's the one thing about the game I don't like.
Yeah.
If he were to, he could focus and take a shot at 20 inches. let's do that with a spirit bow. He's going to fire at those two guys.
Okay.
It's going to be -1, -2 for the distance and for the cover.
Right.
But since he focused, it was a +2.
Right.
So we're back at a wash. And his bow is only 1 dice. But it's fatal, whatever that is. If I get a crit, it's fatal.
Oh, nice.
And then it's -2 to your armor.
Okay.
Spirit aim. Once per round during its activation, this unit may make a mind check. If successful, I add +1 to my aim until the start of its next activation and can re-roll failed shoot actions. So let's do a mind check. My mind is 6. 6 plus whatever I roll. I failed, so I failed that.
No, you're good.
Oh, that's a super success.
Yeah, success.
Okay, so then I get +1 to my aim.
Okay. So you're at a +1 right now, then.
I'm at a +1. His aim is 5, so his aim is 6.
Nice. So you need 4s.
I need 1 4 to hit with a bow. For chunk.
Ooh.
It's a crit.
That's fatal.
That was the fatal, whatever that is. It's probably to
Just
kill
like-
heroes right off the bat without
Or
having
it
to
could
go
be,
through.
It might be just like a no armor save.
Fatal. Successful hits from this weapon ignore the metal rule. It's killing heroes. So yeah, I should have fired at a hero.
Oh, okay.
But no, just kill one of the bots. That's fucking sweet.
So I don't get an armor save, or do I? Do I get a death?
Oh, yeah, that just ignores metal. You do get an armor save.
Yeah.
Yeah, the armor piercing is -2 though.
-2, so I need a 6. I get a 9. So
You bastard.
Patink.
The bow hit the fucking barrel in front of him. For chunk.
All right. I got my guy. Nick's left. He's the only one that's left. Let's see how many action points we get. We get a whopping 3 action points. All right.
Thank you, ZT. So, 3. Nice of you to say, man. I put a lot of work into it.
5. Let's go up 5. And then my 7 away from him. No, he is like 9 away from me. But I am 7 away from him. We're going to shoot at him with the Glavanic. Glavanic discharge. Okay. So it's 3 shots. Special, brutal, and then shock. We're looking for 5s. We're gonna focus the aim.
Okay.
So we're looking for 3. 3 plus 2 is, yeah, we're looking for 3s. I still flubbed onto you.
Wow. You got 1 hit.
1 hit
Is
at a
it-
-1.
-1.
Yeah.
His armor is guts 4, goes down to 3. So I
you
need a
need a
7 to
7.
save. You motherfucker.
Blah.
It's brutal too, so
Yeah.
it would have killed 2 people instead of 1. 1 more unit down. Do you have a
No.
card that says
No.
troop
No.
or whatever it's called?
Yeah.
Okay. Damn you.
And that's it. The rest is you.
Think about it.
Well, I only
Before I go
have
to sleep,
this
And when I
unit, the
wake
dog,
up and in the shower,
and him.
Yeah.
So,
think about
thank you to Stevie Mike.
Stevie Mike.
Appreciate you, Stevie Mike. Well, since it's me, I'm going to take this unit and move him here, so they'll do something next turn. And then let's bring up my hero. Fernando challenges. Fernando Espinosa. Hey, pendejo. Pendejo Tesla. Come here, vato. Oh, I need to draw a card. Fuck. You know what sucks is I don't have any fortune and shit. Okay.
Yeah, me too.
So, he'll just go one movement for 4, and then let's see, can he shoot anything? What's his range? Pendejo, wait. You gotta wait, man. Yeah, I can't reach Tesla yet, so I'll just shoot at these bots. But what sucks about shooting at the bots is it's -4 because they're in combat, plus another -1, so it's -5 because I'm shooting through that. He has an aim of 5.
So you need 10s.
So 10s. So basically it crits. I can't really do that, but I mean I can't really do much else.
Yeah. I mean, if you hit him. You can't hit him if you don't try.
Yeah, I either roll crits or I just move closer and set up something in the future. Yeah. Well, it's either 2 inches. It's either 2 inches or 2 shots. 2 shots. Let's hit. Let's see them 10s. Let's see some zeros. No zeros. He missed. Okay. All right. The doggy. The doggy is
Pull the card. Pull the card.
pull the card. The doggy is 2 action points. God damn it. So we'll take the charge, which is the 2. So the dog's, well, he can already get in. So he's basically gonna get in and then fight.
Right.
Okay. Dog's chompers is 2 attacks, hit, fight 5, and unless he has any special abilities, I don't know. He got 1. And that's it. Just 1 hit. Nom, 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 nom.
Looking for a 4. 9.
Blocked. So one of the robots kicks the dog away. That is that turn.
Yeah.
Okay, going into turn 3. But before we roll for initiative, both me and Jay agreed at the beginning that during our fight, this snake was riled up from its sleep. So the snake is going to basically appear here, but we're going to use a scatter dice to see which direction it goes and how many inches. So it can go up to 10 inches in any direction. And the direction will be the front of that.
Don't you have a scatter dice?
Yeah, but it's downstairs in one of the boxes. I don't
Where?
fucking know. Oh, cool. Okay. If it hits if it hits this, then it just pops up right at the dead man's at the what do you call those?
The gallows.
Otherwise, it's gonna go in a direction of this arrow, and we're gonna have to point it directly down. So we'll get the overhead view. Here we go. Okay, so upper right, 9 inches. Hey, that's popping hip. That's popping on Jay.
It's that way.
Upper right. Oh no, that's that way. Well, where's the dice on there? Yeah, no,
Yeah.
we said the orientation of the dice from the overhead cam. So it's
Oh my
basically
God.
like that. This is so that there's no arguments. I'm glad that we have this cam, but that's why Games Workshop stopped doing the scatter dice, because people were saying, "Well, no, that's in this direction. That's this direction. If you look at it from this direction, it's this direction."
That is going that way, right?
No, the arrow is pointing up and to the right. So we're going up and to the right. So you know how I'm parallel to that. So it's up and to the right. And the snake pops up right there, right behind you. And then the snake will take its action first before us. And let's see what it does. It is called a Nazumbu snake. It has metal, it's durable, it's elusive. Backstabs get a -4. Fickle. This unit must pay an additional action point to make special action. Frenzy, monstrous, trail finder. Okay, frenzied attack.
Oh, we gotta finish up the end of the round, right?
Yeah, what do we do at the end of the round?
I gotta pile in, basically.
Pile in, and then the statuses are.
Yeah. This guy pile in right here. So it'll be 2 on 1 and 4 on 1.
Right. So he piled in there. That was at the end of that resolution phase. But let's come over here.
He's got his 3 points back.
So we'll do. This is. We'll use his attack here. Frenzied attack. It's only 1 dice, but it's -3 piercing.
Cool.
So he's going to hit you with his tail. Fight 5.
Cool.
So I guess he needs a 5 to hit you. All right?
Alrighty.
5 to hit you. Yep. So 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Snake. Snake. Nope. The snake misses. You survive.
Dun, dun, dun. Thanks, Stevie Mike. We appreciate you.
It would have hit you, and it's lethal. No, it's only lethal if it scores a crit, which would kill that hero immediately.
Cool.
But he didn't. All right, so now we got to do our initiative, though, between you and me by drawing the card. So my card is a 24. What is your card?
23.
No way.
That's fine.
That's fine. I barely got it. Okay. Now, do you use that exact card as because it's got 3
I don't
action
fucking
points
know.
on it, or do you draw another one? I think you use that exact card.
I like this game, but there's some things that they just
It slows it down. I feel like it kind of slows it down for action point economy.
Action and the
action point limit.
L, the limit.
The limit.
Is,
It's basically the action point economy.
yeah, that whole
Yeah, I
thing
don't
is.
like it either. Shit. I like everything else.
Yeah, everything else is fine.
Everything else is going fine.
The cards I can do without, but I guess that's part of the action point economy. Is what you're saying.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you draw another card. It's over here. Hey, 4. This is
look at that.
perfect for Espinosa.
Hey, Vato, I told you I'd kick your ass next turn. Here I come.
All right, so Espinosa is gonna try to beat up Tesla for.
Hey, you're in the wrong neighborhood, smart guy.
He's gonna move. Oh, and he's got 3. By the way, everybody gets their their fortune points back. I like recording it with a dice. You should record it with a dice.
No, I don't like it.
You don't like it?
No.
All right.
I got the numbers here.
So he's gonna
They gave
move.
us numbers for a reason.
He's gonna move right here. Find cover. You will have cover though. And he's going to take a shot at you. No long range penalty, but you will have a -1 cover bonus. He only has 2 shots on his gun. Guess what?
Let's put this right here. So let us know that he's.
I can't do it.
Going already.
Because you remember, you had to be within, what was it, 5 inches to choose him? Otherwise, you have to do the closest.
Closest one.
So I could spend more action points, though, to do the run to see if I can get a little closer to him. Let's do that. 6, so that's 3 more inches. So as long as we get within 5, we can target him. So we'll do that. So instead of the normal 4-inch move, it was a sprint move. So that was 2 action points. He's got 2 action points left. We'll focus, and then we'll fire for the last action point.
Okay. Focus and fire. That's 2 action points.
That's right. I have 2 action points left. Check the bounty,
So the
the
last
1
action.
sprint activation. This unit may spend an action point to look at the top 3 cards of the adventure deck. Oh, we needed to do the adventure deck thing.
I want.
Hold on, before.
I want 2. All right, I want 1.
See if there was anything that you could get from
No,
this.
I couldn't.
Let me see if there was anything.
I already scored the 1.
Destroy a hand or a troop. Did you lose any hands or troops?
No.
No.
Well, let me see. Those guys might have been troops. Hold on. No, those are support. Those guys were support.
All right, then I'll just get rid of all mine as well.
I just want 1 card.
You want 1?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep these 2.
Yeah, I guess you know what? I'll keep them all. And you want 1 card.
Yep.
All right. Thank you so much to Stevie Mike for gifting a sub out. Jay, can you? I don't think you can read this, can you?
Which one?
If my eyes can't read it. It's his special on his gun.
Special action, troops in hand or hands within 3 inches of this unit.
No, is it when he rolls a critical? It's what? It's in red. It's really
lethal.
hard to see. That's for his Bowie knife. What about his gun?
Oh, yeah, because it's right there on his.
It's really hard to see.
Hold on. Because it's right on the color. It's like the same color of the.
What's his A value?
5.
5. So plus 2. I'm gonna go 5, 6, 7. He needs 3s to hit.
Yes.
3s to hit.
Okay.
I got a critical and a 6, so both hit. But whatever that fucking thing in red, Espanosa just hit Mr. Tesla. You want me to go to the web? I can go to the website. Let me go.
Oh, yeah. You can do that. Hazardous. That's what it is.
Hazardous?
Yeah.
But now you got to tell me what the normal one was.
Oh, lethal.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
If that's lethal, then I'm gonna kill. I don't think it's lethal, bro. I'm gonna kill your guy if you don't successfully.
So okay, that's fine.
Tesla's fucked. No, it's not lethal. The Bowie knife is lethal. It is hazardous.
Oh, hazardous.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He has a volcanic pistol. All right, so it's hazardous, whatever that is. If it hits you, I guess, or it has already hit you.
Yeah.
So you have a hazardous on you.
All right.
That's the yellow.
What's that do?
Let me look. Hazardous. Until the end of their next activation, a model is affected by hazard cannot make a special or free action. So, like, if you've got a special weapon, which I'm sure Tesla does, he can't use it.
Yeah.
Nice.
But that's for shooting. But he actually wants to hit you instead of
Really?
shoot you. Yeah.
Is the hit a special action?
No.
Okay.
What's the? Oh, it doesn't matter. The AP.
But there's a chance you'll die here.
Yeah.
You got
How many is it?
If you
2.
It's just 2, so you gotta block one of them. If you don't block one of them, you're dead. Well, actually, you got a bunch of fortune that you can use to reroll, so you're fine.
I'm good.
Yeah. Okay. But you do get hazardous. You got that right?
Yep.
Okay.
He's done, right?
Yeah, he's done.
Okay. All right, I've got 1 action point.
Oh, that sucks.
Not too bad, but
Oh yeah, Stevie Mike. Yeah, the dog that played on The Boys passed away. That sucks. Butcher, Billy Butcher, his dog. Terror.
all right. These guys will aim and shoot.
Yep.
You're going to use one of Nick's points.
All right.
So 2 shots.
2 shots each or 2 shots total?
Just total.
Okay.
Total. We're looking for force. Ooh, ouch. That's 2
Crimson
hits.
Desert. Oh, I'm happy to report, Topological Set, that you asked that. It is done. I just need Joe and Alex to add 1 bit. So it should be ready Monday night or Tuesday at the latest.
So
I'm very excited for you to see it.
those 2 guys,
Yeah.
they get disorder. So stun and and the other thing.
And then 2 hits.
And 2 hits. Yeah.
Is there any piercing?
No piercing.
No piercing. I think your guts are 5.
Oh, wrong. Wait, wrong one.
Uh-oh. Oh, no, I might have blocked them both.
1 piercing of 1. I'm sorry.
Well, let's see if I blocked them. These are the robots. The robots. Guts of 5.
So they're hitting you.
So
on
let's do
threes.
the hitting of so it looks like 4 of them are hitting Doc and
Right.
2 of them are hitting the dog.
Right.
So let's do the Doc first. Doc
Okay.
Holidays.
Here we go. We're looking for
Oh no, 2 failures.
2 failures. But
Hitting on 3s?
yeah.
Okay. That's enough to kill me if I don't block.
Yeah, so 2.
2 wounds. Is it -1 at all?
Nope.
Okay. What is Doc's grit is only 4, so he needs 6s.
He will be stunned though.
Okay, 6s to save. I need at least 1 6. Oh, got him out. He's got 1 point of fortune. Hey, so 1 block and 1 hit. Let's use the point of fortune to try to re-roll that. Need a 6. No, so he's disordered. Give me a disorder.
And he's stunned.
And stunned. Okay. And then the 2 against the dog.
2 against the dog. Both hit.
Dog is trying to block. 1 and a 2 is not going to do it. The dog is dead. Do you have a card that fires off for killing a specialist?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, specialist?
Yep.
You get 1 point.
I get 2 points
2 points.
because I have 2 cards for specialists.
Does it work like that? Damn, that sucks. Okay. So the score is 3-0 then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your go.
Well, I guess I could fight back with what's his face,
Doc.
or I can leave. But if I leave, I risk getting killed. But I think that's what I should do because it'll open you up for
Shots.
Yeah. But it's only 1 person that'll shoot, so maybe.
But those
not.
things have a chance to take all of them out though.
Right, but they can shoot at your hero.
Yeah, true too.
Yeah. So let's do the let's maybe do Apache Kid.
Okay.
He has God damn it, 2 action points. So we'll just move
have one left.
Yep.
All right, so they both go through. Just 2 saves at -1.
You know, when I realized that if brutal gives 1 extra wound, isn't that technically lethal?
I know, right? Well, I mean, no, not really, because on a unit,
It's technically lethal. And we might be missing something, but I'm not going to worry about it for now. My grid is 6. You said -1, so it goes down to 5.
Yes,
I need 5s to save, and I need to hit at least 1 5, or
no,
I need to hit them both.
Yeah,
Or I die.
yeah.
Felipe Espinoza. He's letting this gringo kill him. 2 5s. 2 4s.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to use 2 fortune points to reroll. And there can only be 1 reroll. So this is it. Does he die? 2 5s.
Or does he live?
2 5s. 1 5, 1 thing, but he took a hit, and then he takes 1 more wound, which I believe kills Felipe.
Yeah. I think it does.
Damn. No, that gringo killed me.
And that's my another point. Kill your leader.
Shit, boy, I think you might win this because I got nowhere near the objectives right now. I'm not scoring points.
This will be turn 4.
No, this is turn 3.
No, coming up.
Coming up at turn 4. I'm going to have 2 turns, so it's still possible, but the window is closing fast.
Correct.
So, let's... I think I have to do what I have to fight. Doc Holiday, Razor Sharp, card deck, 3 attacks.
That's
They're
fun.
fatal. Wow, that's fucking crazy. All right, I'm gonna fight with Doc Holiday. He's at -1, so his fight is a 5, goes down to a 4. So I need 6s. I've got one melee hit.
Any PRC?
No.
Okay, so I need a 6. Or, no, I need a 4.
One
Well,
guy dies.
I don't know if it matters, but...
Yeah, and then you don't have any guys left, right?
No.
No, you got the snake guy.
I got this guy.
See if
What
you
is
can
that?
kill that snake.
What's that snake? You know what? I don't know if I can do this.
Yeah, you can.
Wait, no,
Oh, yeah,
I'm talking
twice.
about this thing, this special thing. I've got 2 action points.
You gonna try to kill the snake? Kill the snake.
Hold on. Plus, it's mine attribute. Plus 5.
What are you doing?
I'm going to use his portal shunt. It's a special action.
Okay.
So I roll 2d10.
Yeah.
So that's 10 plus 5. That's 15 inches. I move somewhere else.
What the fuck?
Oh, look at that. I'm going to move over here. And shoot you in the back.
Didn't you just move away so I get an attack?
That's a portal shunt. No. How do you get an attack if I portal shunt?
It's a reaction. If you leave, I get to react. Backstab. A model is considered to be engaged. If a model moves out of the melee range of the enemy model, it risks being struck. A model can make this reaction against the first enemy model that leaves its melee range. So you left my melee range, I could do a backstab.
Sure, why not? Go ahead.
All right. It was a 50-50, remember? That hit you. But it's not lethal. -3 to your PRC. Oh, it's brutal, which will kill you. See, brutal and lethal are definitely different. We'd have to read it.
That's fine.
But you critically saved.
Yep.
Okay. So that's no damage, right?
Yep.
Yeah, no damage. Okay.
All right, now I'm going to shoot right there.
Yep.
So what's close work? I got this.
Hold on.
Close work and sheared.
Huh?
Close work and sheared. The sheared or yeah, sheared.
Close work. This weapon may be used as a melee weapon in a strike action. It
That's
uses
pretty
a fight attribute rather than its aim, though. What was the other one?
Sheared.
That one I don't have. Shred? Shred?
Is it shred?
S-H-R-E-D?
Yeah.
Yeah, so attacks made by using this weapon ignore any obscured modifiers to aim. Well, you're not obscured.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Who is that?
That is Carl.
Well, Carl is good, and he's shooting Apache Kid in the back. He's a coward.
Yep. All right, here. It's just one shot, though.
Okay.
So it's not like it's overwhelmingly devastating. Looking for a 5. Got a 10. Ouch.
Does it special? Does it do anything?
No, that has a 0 effect on it.
Oh,
-2.
I might have blocked it.
-2.
Let me check. Apache Kid.
If it's a 5, yeah, you're good.
Yeah, he's got a 5. Guts 5. -2, so I needed a 5, and I got it as 7.
Yep.
So we're good. Okay.
All right. That's all. That's all for me.
That's all for you. I have these guys and the vehicles. So let's try to have these two shoot at your guy 10 inches. Fuck. All right, let's move our vehicles. Let's try to kill Tesla, because that's going to be the only thing that's going to... Or do we start getting points? Let's try to... Let's move. Oh, first we got to see how many points we get. Damn it. 2 action points. Fuck. So we're just going to have to move and then shoot. So move is 7. And I guess we'll just shoot at these guys at a -4. Shooting at the dudes who are trying to kill Doc Holliday at -4.
It's a bunch of 9s.
They needed, let's see, they have 7s.
Their A is a 7?
No, they're not 7s. They are, A is a 3, so they needed 7s.
Right.
And -4.
So 10s.
They need 10s in order to hit.
Yeah.
So only got 2 10s.
Okay.
Yep. Two hits.
All right, so I'm looking for 3 or better. Save.
Okay. All right. Well, that means we're going to go into, I believe, turn 4 now. But I don't think I can catch up. So I think that's where we're going to call it.
Cool.
Dang. Okay. Let me switch on over to some final impressions here. Change this music. Okay, Jay, good game.
Good game, sir.
Good game. And now it's a learning game, so obviously, you know, it's a little boring to try to figure this shit out. But I tell you what, I like the universe. You know, I like the Weird West thing.
Yeah.
But I feel like, for me, there's just the action point economy, like you said.
Yeah, it's just
Like having to have this whole deck of cards telling us how many action points we have,
and then the limits, and then
each individual model has a limit.
Man, it's
just
no
kind of a
need for
lot.
it. There's no need for it.
It feels like unnecessary mechanics in the way of the game.
You have to math every turn.
Every
single.
turn, it's a bunch of math.
It's a bunch of math to see what you're doing.
And I don't like it. I don't like that. I like being able to just move, roll my dice, kick ass fast, look up some special rules. That's fine with me.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
I mean, everything else other than that, the shooting was fine. The combat, close combat was fine. Movement was fine. I mean, everything else was fine except for the
action point economy.
Yeah.
Kind of action points slows it down.
If you either had one or the other, if you had action points or
action limits.
The limits.
Like this guy, right? This guy can do 4 things on his turn. Don't worry about it. Just do 4 things on the turn.
Exactly.
You don't need to be like, okay, 4 things in a turn, depending on what you draw in this card deck, and then depending on the number of fortune he has, and then depending on adventure cards that you can add on top of that. It's a lot to keep in your head.
I didn't even think about that.
I didn't even use these either. The event. That's what happened in Dystopian Wars too. You just forget to use like all the elements because there's too many things tacked on.
But that's the other thing too.
Game.
I was never gonna try to use any of the bonuses because I wanted the victory points.
Same thing. Same for me.
So
damn. The miniatures are so cool.
Yeah, they're very nice.
But the game system itself, I would probably give like a 5 out of 10 or a 6 out of 10 just for that action point economy that slows everything down.
Yeah, very much so. 5 out of 10 right here.
Bummer. All right, well, at least we got Wild West Exodus out of the way, and we know it's not necessarily for us. Check mark. These miniatures are great. We'll probably use the miniatures for Wild West stuff.
Yeah.
You know, but I would prefer to play something faster, and I think it's just because I'm older.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's crunchy, but it doesn't feel like the extra time that you're investing in the action point economy is worth it in the end.
It's not.
To slow everything down.
It's not.
I'm sure you can get better at it. Obviously, this is our first game. This is the first time we're playing, and it was 2 hours for 4 turns, which is pretty good when you consider, you know, Warhammer 40K is pretty slow as well.
Right.
But it's too many programs in the way, so I don't feel like I'm playing.
Just in that first step, just in that one step, that very first step, it's like a lot of crunchiness and a lot of.
You don't feel like I'm playing with a snake and a fucking Tesla.
It's not. My guy goes here, he shoots you.
Yeah.
It's not that. You got. Oh wait, maybe he can go there, and then maybe. Do I have enough points to do this? You know. I was like, come on.
Darn it. All right. Well. Thank you, Jay, for playing one more game of that. So we got that out of our rotation. Thank you all guys for hanging out with us and you know, checking out our setup here.
Arena Rex in 2 weeks.
Arena Rex in 2 weeks, which is gladiatorial combat on a small scale, which is fun. That's going to be real focused. And then next week we can probably do StarCraft, depending on if you build it. You're not going to be able to build it. Oh, it's Mother's Day, right?
Yeah. You want to get me
about
killed?
I'm going to get Jay killed. Yeah, no. I guess I'll be busy too. Going to go do something with my mama. Okay, thank y'all.
Thank y'all.
Thank y'all so much.
Later.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Yep.
The boys will be back. The Crimson Desert review is complete. Maybe plan to post it either tomorrow or Tuesday, depending on how quickly the boys can film a little segment for me. We got AJS News coming tomorrow. And then it's the week of Mortal Kombat, so we'll have a Mortal Kombat movie review. Hopefully it's good. Mortal Kombat 2, I'm very excited for it.
I'm looking forward to that Street Fighter.
Yeah,
Actually,
me too.
It kind of looks pretty
Me
good.
too. The Street Fighter film looks hilarious, like over the top.
Yeah.
And then a new episode of The Boys. And then we will wrap up. May the 4th is the ending of Star Wars Darth Maul. So stay tuned for that as well. So we got like 4 or 5 videos, some big videos coming. So thank y'all so much. Can't wait to see you next week. And we'll see you on next Sunday.
Yep.
Bye,
2 weeks.
guys.
Later.